Hello, everyone. Very pleasant. Good evening from Soda Springs High School as we begin the girls' District 5 tournament. The Lady Cards will host the Lady Pirates of West Side. Glade Bullock along with Owen Miller tonight. Happy to have you along with us. The bracketing is kind of complicated. And the reason is because Max Prep kind of has their thumb on the scale and they don't go by the actual Idaho rankings. They do the seeding by Max Preps. And it's kind of crazy. Not too many people agree with it. Wendell is actually the third seed. We are the fourth seed, even though we have beaten Wendell head to head. And so the way this kind of shakes out, if we win tonight, we are at Malad on Thursday. Um, a win over the Dragons would actually put us right to the district tournament championship. If we lose, we'll play the loser of Declo and Wendell, and that would be here. And let me see if I got that right. I know if we play Declo or Wendell on Saturday, it's going to be an 11 o'clock in the morning basketball game. So, winner of Declo Wendell tonight will face Aberdeen on Thursday. Winner of Soda Westside will face Malab on Thursday. And then a Saturday game, it's a double elimination. Losers of the Malad, let's say Soda game would play on Saturday and would play at Aberdeen if Aberdeen wins, or if it's Wendell or Declo, we would face the Hornets or the Trojans on Saturday at 11 o'clock in the morning. I hope you're confused. So the girls come in 5-4. They are 8-13 overall. Last time we played West Side, we beat the Pirates at Soda 35-22. And then we beat the Pirates down in Dayton 42-35. So West Side comes in 3-6 in the conference. Soda 5-4. Both teams on the season are 8-13. In the conference, it ended this way: Malad 9-0. They're ranked number one, 19-2 on the season. Aberdeen 6-3, 9-12 on the season. Okay. To be determined. Thank you, Shawnee, for helping me out here. Soda ended up 5-4, 8-13. So in our normal bracketing or conference rankings, Soda's actually third. Wendell didn't play a full schedule, but Max Preps thinks the Lady Trojans are better than the Lady Cards. Wendell is fourth in the conference, 3-3, 11-9 on the season, and it could be the overall record it determines, but it really depends on whom you play. Soda 8-13, Wendell 11-9 overall. Then it's West Side 3-6, 8-13, exactly as Soda on the season. Declo never won a conference game, 0-10 in the conference, and they are 5-15 overall. Last night in District 6, it was Firth over Salmon, 50-18, and the North Fremont Huskies beat West J 60-37. Last night, Grace beat Alturas Prep 69-8. So no more junior varsity. It is conference championship time. And so when they rely on max preps like they do, the only time I follow max prep is I follow a couple of Utah teams and a couple of New Mexico teams, and that's all that matters. Other than that, why do we even have IdahoSports.com if it doesn't mean anything? 3A rankings go this way. Malad was ranked number 1. Lady Dragons. Perth Cougars are number 2. Graysville Bulldogs are number 3. Ryrie Bulldogs are number 4. Parma Panthers are number 5. Ambrose Archers picked up votes, along with the North Fremont Huskies. Wendell isn't even picking up votes. So that kind of shows you where people, they get a little confused when they turn it over to max preps. And obviously you can tell by my tone that I don't agree with max preps. So let's get it a little closer to home. In the 2A girls, Lapwai Wildcats are number 1. Oakley Hornets are number 2. Prairie Pirates are number 3. Butte County Pirates are number 4. And the Grace Grizzlies are number 5. Picking up votes in the 2As, Raft River, Trojans, Council Lumberjacks, and the Troy Trojans. In the 1As, number 1 is the Mackey Miners. Number 2, the Salmon River Savages. Number 3, Cary Panthers. 4 is the Deary Mustangs. And 5 is the Ledor Mustangs. Picking up votes in the 1A girls, Nez Perce Nighthawks, Chalice Vikings, and the Chauvin Chiefs. In the 6A girls, tied for number 1, Rigby Trojans and the Middleton Vikings are both tied for number 1. Number 3 is the Eagle Mustangs. Number 4, Coeur d'Alene Vikings. And number 5, the Bora Lions. Picking up votes for the 6A girls, Meridian Warriors, Thunder Ridge Titans, and the Timberline Wolves. 5A girls, Lakeland Hawks, Blackfoot Broncos, Sandpoint Bulldogs, Mountain Home Tigers, Hillcrest Knights, and the Pocatello Thunder are tied for 5th. Picking up votes? Well, nobody. In the 4A girls, Sugar Diggers, Beat Diggers, don't let them kid you. They're number 1. Bear Lake Bears are number 2. Marsh Valley Eagles are number 3. Fruitland Grizzlies are number 4. And the Timber Lake Tigers are number 5. Picking up votes in the 4As, Kimberly Bulldogs and the McCall Donnelly Vandals. Just a couple of minutes away from the national anthem and starting lineups. Boys, they will go out to Wendell tomorrow. And then it'll be senior night here against Malad on Friday. So everybody plan on coming out to senior night here at Soda Springs High School. Rankings for the boys. Wendell, uh, ranked number one, Wendell Trojans. West J Panthers, number two. A tie for number three, Orofino Maniacs, St. Mary's Lumberjacks. And number five, the New Plymouth Pilgrims. Captains meeting out in the middle of the floor. I can see Kundick. See stuff. Miley Kundick for the Pirates. Can't see the other one. Courtney Groning. And Maddie Kempe, captains. Picking up votes in the boys' Idaho rankings. Ambrose Warriors, Westside Pirates, Parma Panthers, and the Soda Springs Cardinals. Both teams come off the floor. We'll get ready for the national anthem and the starting lineups. We'll turn the mic over to the golden tones of Jeff Horsey. I think we're going to have late people showing up today. Normally games start at 7:30. 7 o'clock tonight.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's district tournament time and game one of the 5th District Girls Basketball Tournament. We'd like to welcome you to the Birdcage for tonight's matchup featuring the visiting Lady Pirates from the West Side. And our Soda Springs Lady Cardinals. As the members
And there is your national anthem. We'll get starting lineups. West Side starters. Reese Evans. Reese Evans. Bentley Condit. Miley Condit. Hallie Taylor.
Head coach of the Lady Pirates, Elise Cox.
Elise Cox is the head coach for the Pirates. Now, turn out the lights.
And start ready. And double ready on Jagger. Center.
And there is Jaden Parker. Courtney Bronny. Rosie Harris. Maddie Kempy. They all Greek Paisley Mumford. There's the junior Anna Davis. Head coach for the Cardinals is Matt Groening. Assistant coach Jeff Parker. We are ready to go. Winner will play Malad on Thursday. Loser will play the loser of Wendell and Declo. Ready to go as Miley Kundick steps in. She's about 6 feet tall. And then she'll jump against Maddie Kempy. Pirates in maroon with white numbers, soda in white. Kundick easily controls the tip, goes across the top. Over to Kundick on the angle, back up top to Evans. A little lead for Bentley Kundick. Close to the elbow to Ward. Ward puts a shot up, misses everything. Kundick tried to save it. And she was kind of out of bounds. I think Bentley is actually uh, the the better athlete. Miley is bigger. There's a steal by Miley Kundick. Gets it over to Bentley, over to the right wing. They work it to Taylor, high post. Kundick drives down the right side, cut off, reverses it with the left hand. Ball was out of bounds and it went off from west side. So the ball, 94 feet away, Parker gets it into Courtney Grunning. Grunning met at midcourt. Rosie Harris to Parker to Kempy. Back to Harris, and Harris was fouled. I think it's going to be a shooting foul. And foul goes against Hallie Taylor. First foul of the night. Now to put Rosie Harris at the free throw line. Shot was up and good. 1-0 Soda. Boys out in Wendell tomorrow. Senior night here on Friday against Malad. Second shot. Harris got them both 2-0. Full court pressure by Soda. Ball comes into Ward. Off to Kundick. Nice lead pass. Driving it hard. Ripped up short. Got her own rebound. Ball is loose. Ripped away by Miley Kundick. Outside, Bentley Kundick. 3-point shot. And another save by the Pirates. But this time, they throw it right to Maddie Kempke. Bad pass. Courtney Groening got it back. Rosie up top over to the right side. They work it to Anna Davis up top to Parker to Rosie on the right wing. Goes to Parker. She'll bring it back up top. 2-0 Soda. Really bad pass Threw it right through Courtney Gronin's legs and out of bounds. Just underway in the first quarter. Ball comes in with Milo Kundik. Kundik works to the right angle, goes up top to Taylor. Kundik, left elbow, leaves it on the wing. That goes to Ward, across the top over to Taylor. Taylor lost the handle on it. Nice dish, and shot is up and good by Tess Ward. We're tied at 2. Bounce pass, bag pass is picked off. Nice lead pass, and Pundit was kind of tripped. Couldn't catch up to it, and the ball goes out of bounds. We are tied at 2. Parker gets it into Courtney Groning. Ball comes up to Parker. One dribble. High post, Rosie down the right side. Anna Davis, 3-point shot. That missed everything. Down with the rebound, Bentley Kundik. Kundik drives it hard into the forecourt, and Groning steals the ball. Groning across the top to Rosie Harris. Shot blocked. Down with the rebound is Taylor. Taylor will leave it to Miley Kundik. Goes to the elbow. 3-point shot is up. No good. Now, I think they're going to get Reese Evans over the top. That'll be 2 fouls against the Pirates. Ball comes into Courtney Groning. Gets a pick from Anna Davis. Brings it into the forecourt. Reverses it up top. Leaves it for Davis. Little weave to Parker to Groning. Groning bounce pass down to Harris, and out of control pass. Harris has a hard time collecting it down along the baseline. Lost it out of bounds. Full court pressure by Soda. Long lead pass down to Kundik. Too much on it. She tried to save it, but saved it right to Maddie Kempe. Back the other way, Courtney Groning into the forecourt. We're tied at 2, 4:50 to go in the first quarter. Groning, little weave to Parker. Parker tried to shovel a pass. It's knocked out of the air. Stolen back by Courtney Groning. Anna Davis up top. Weave to Rosie Harris. Goes to Groning. Groning backs it out. Working off the right angle against Evans. And the ball is stolen away. Bad pass. And Bentley Kundik takes it out of the air. Kundik double teamed and threw it away. Courtney Groning picks the pass off. Works down the left side. Back up top. Works down the right side of the paint. Hits the shot up. Shot was blocked. Coming in is Ansley Mumford, a sophomore. Josie Tingy and Ellie Wood check in for Soda. Still tied at 2, 4:05 to go. First quarter. Wood having a hard time getting it in and tried to force it in to Courtney Groning, and it's knocked out of bounds. Soda ball along their own baseline. Wood bounce pass, tried to get it to Maddie Kempe, cutting to the basket off the left side, and it's kicked out of bounds. Wood, Kempe on the wing, has it knocked away. Wow. Pirates, very quick hands, very aggressive. Soda ball again along their own baseline. Wood gets it into Tingy, make it. To Courtney Groning, picked by Tingy. Little weave to Anna Davis, goes over to Groning, tried to force it into Kempe. Kempe got it, put it up down in the low blocks underneath the basket, and she was fouled. Checking in will be Maris Clown for the Pirates. Foul went against Miley Kundik. Kempe with the free throw. Beautiful shot. High arcing shot. Soda 3 for 3. from the free throw line. They take a 1-point lead. Shot up. That was too hard. And down with the rebound is Mumford. Evans into the fourth court. Up top, 3-point shot. Got it! Tess Ward. Straight away, 3-point bomb. Anna Davis down in the corner to Tingy. Tingy drives the baseline. Running, 3-point shot. Got it! 6-5. Soda with a 1-point lead. Ball goes over to Ward. Ward to the baseline. Kicks it back to the wing. Inside shot is up and good by Mother Scum. And she's fouled. 7-6. West Side. Parker checks in for Gronning. That foul went against Josie Tinger. Mariscal can give the Pirates a 2-point lead when she does. 8-6. West Side. Parker will bring it across the timeline against Taylor. Up top between the circles, works to the left wing. Bad pass. A little casual there. And Mumford knocks it out of bounds. So the ball in the corner. Mumford on the defense, comes out to Courtney Grunning, covered by Evans. Grunning works to the right angle, nobody there. Bad pass, picked off by Mumford. Taylor brings the ball across the timeline, goes outside, 15-foot shot, off the glass, no good. Parker comes down with a lead pass to the Kempy. Kempy lays it in. What a pass by Parker. We're tied at 8. Pulling up 10 feet, no good. Maddie Kempy with the rebound off to Parker. Bounce pass to Ellie Wood on the left wing. Parker an open 3. That banks off, no good. Diving for it, Ellie Wood. And they say Ellie hit the sideline right in front of the Pirate bench. Rosie Harris will check in for Kempy. Anna Davis checks in for Running. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. We're tied at 8. In the back court is Taylor. Goes to Kundick. Kundick has the ball taken away. Bentley Kundick lost the handle on it. Jaden Parker comes up with it. Over to Anna Davis on the right angle to Ellie Wood on the wing. Ellie penetrates a little bit, kicks it back to Harris, to Davis. Harris hits the floor. And they're going to say Anna Davis lost it out of bounds. So Westside will have the ball with 1:33 to go in the first quarter. We're tied at 8. Lead pass comes down to Mumford. Mumford on the elbow. Ball knocked out of bounds. Pass was intended for Tess Ward. And Harris knocks it out of bounds. Westside ball underneath their own basket. Comes outside to Ward. Ward against Parker. Hook pass comes into Mariscal. She drops it in. He has 5 points, gives the Pirates a 2-point lead. Parker to Ellie Wood. Wood back outside to Parker. 1 minute and 5 seconds. Parker inside. Anna Davis to Tingy. Outside to Harris. Harris back to Parker. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Ellie Wood drives. 7 seconds. 5. Didn't shoot it. Shot by Ellie Wood. Banks off the rim. No good. 40 seconds. Westside up by 2. We're in the first quarter. Into the fourth quarter. Bentley Kundick and Westside just lost the ball out of bounds with 32 seconds. Courtney Browning will check in for Ellie Wood. Long pass comes up to Anna Davis to Harris into the forecourt. Harris on the right wing. And we got a read. So far, officiating's been really good. I like it. Soda ball underneath their own basket with 25 seconds to go in the first quarter. Rosie Harris, got to get it in, comes out to Groning. Groning down the left side of the paint. The ball was hooked. Groning got it back, but she stepped on the baseline. Or was she fouled? I think she was fouled. Courtney will go to the free throw line. Foul went against Bentley Kundick. And that'll put Courtney Groning at the free throw line. She hit a three. She has 3 points. Free throw up and too hard off the back of the iron. Evans checks in for the Pirates. Kempe checks in for Soda. 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. Shot up, and that one's no good. Down with the rebound, Tess Ward. Get it off to Kundick. Kundick up the floor to Mumford. Inside ball knocked away. 9 seconds. Kempe is knocked out of bounds. And they give the ball to Soda. Pirates, full court pressure. Ball comes up to Anna Davis. 6, 5. Look at the clock. 2, 1. Deep shot is short. And at the end of one quarter, Westside 10, Soda 8. Once again, the boys, they'll be out in Wendell to face the Trojans tomorrow. And then senior night for the boys will be Friday here in Soda against the Malad Dragons. And then Tuesday, boys wrap up their conference schedule at Aberdeen. Then we'll start the boys tournament. Once again, if Soda girls win this ball game, they will be at Malad. If they lose tonight, they'll face either Declo or Wendell. And that would be Saturday. Let me straighten out my eyes. Malad at Malad on Thursday. If they lose, it would be either Declo or Wendell. Declo here, Wendell on the road. And that would be Thursday. Soda ball to begin the second quarter comes into Groning. Groning covered by Evans as she comes into the forecourt. Groning on the right angle to Harris. Outside goes to Parker straight away. Pick up top by Harris. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Plenty of time. Give it to Groning. Groning down the left side. Drives in. Lays it up with the left hand. No good. Kundick Miley down the left side. Leans in. Puts the shot up and drops it in. 12-8. West side. Courtney Groning. Forecourt. Works to the right angle. On the right wing, really sticky defense by Westside. Ball goes to Harris, over to Parker on the left angle. Parker backdoor to Anna Davis, she misses. And down with the rebound is Mariscal. Pulls up top, Kundick pulls up 15 feet, rolls off the rim, out of bounds. Wow, I thought Soda touched that. Soda ball behind by 4. Just underway in the second quarter. Comes into Jaden Parker. Harris back to Parker. Parker into the forecourt. Parker works to the right side. Back door to Groning. Groning had the shot partially blocked. by Miley Kundick. Ball comes up the floor to Taylor. Lob is a bad one over the head of Evans, taken by Parker. And that's going to be a blocking foul against Reese Evans. First foul of the second quarter. Danny Franson off the bench for Soda. She'll check in for Jaden Parker. Franson, just a freshman. Ball comes into Courtney Dronning. Running against Evans into the forecourt. Over to Anna Davis outside on the angle against Mumford. Leave it for Franson. Franson's really nice player. Just threw the ball away. Goes to Kundick to Taylor. Taylor trapped on the side, and I think they're going to call a foul. First foul against Soda. We're going to go against Danny Franson. You'll never fault Danny Franson for effort or energy. Just a freshman. Westside ball out along their own baseline. Ball comes outside. Evans puts a shot up. Hangs on the rim. Mariscal down with the rebound. Westside down with the rebound again. Evans puts it up and she's fouled. Foul's going to go against Courtney Groney. That will put Reese Evans at free throw line. Free throw off the back of the iron. No good. So you get one more. Westside leads by 4. 12-8. Second shot dances on the rim and drops in. 5-point lead for the Lady Pirates. It's Harris into the forecourt. Danny Franson down the left side, puts it up with the left hand, rolls off the rim, and Miley Kundick down with the rebound to Hallie Taylor. Back to Kundick, back to Taylor. Taylor bounce pass underneath, shot up, Mariscal off the other side, drops it in. 7 points for Mariscal. Timeout, Matt Brunning. 15-8. 7-point lead for the Pirates. There is so much stuff going on. BYU, they've dropped in the rankings down to 16. 5-3 in the Big 12, 17-4 on the season. 2 losses in a row. Lost to Arizona, 86-83 at the Marriott Center. Lost to number 11 Kansas, 90-82. That was in Lawrence. Tomorrow they'll be in Stillwater, face the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. Then Saturday, number 8 Houston beat Cougars, visiting the Cougars on Saturday. Big 12 goes this way. Arizona 9-0, Houston 7-1, Kansas and Iowa State both 7-2. Central Florida 6-3, Texas Tech 6-3, BYU 5-3, and West Virginia 5-4. Soda ball 94 feet away, full court pressure by the Pirates. The ball comes up to Ellie Wood. Wood working against Miley Kundick. Kundick really tightens up the defense. It's stolen away from behind by Evans. Good job by Gronning and stolen by Parker away from Kundick. Long lead pass down to Ward. Ward pulls up, drops it in. Wild shot by Kempe is taken down by Kundick. Pirates with a 7-point lead in the ball, and nobody is home, and Mariscal missed a layup off the left side. She was fouled by Jaden Parker, and she'll get 2 free throws. She's 1 for 1. She's a pretty big kid. Splash on the free throw. Tess Ward, a sophomore, checks in for the Pirates. 16-8, an 8-point lead for Westside. Second shot tickles the twine. She is 3 for 3. 17-8, a 9-point lead for West Side. Parker on the right wing is tracked. Gets it to Courtney Grunning. Grunning drives on Evans. Grunning, bad pass is picked off by Kundick. It was intended for Anna Davis on the back door. Kundick drives all the way down the floor, and Miley Kundick lays it in. Anna Davis to Parker. Ellie Wood has the ball kicked away, got it back. Ellie Wood straight away to Parker. 19-8, West Side. Anna Davis. Anna Davis will get it to Browning. Browning drives, puts it up with the left hand. Little hook shot off the left side, and she was fouled. Foul is going to go against. It's going to go against Tess Ward. Courtney Browning, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Shot is up and good. Let me take that back. She's 0 for 2. Now she's 1 for 3. 10-point lead, 19-9. Browning, one more. Got them both. Browning with 5 points, 19-10. Evans drives hard into the forecourt. She's double teamed, and they're going to get a foul. And Browning and Parker really aggressive on the double team. They call it on Jaden Parker. Her second. Ball comes into Mariscal. Mariscal outside to Kundick. Miley Kundick drops it back in and traveling. Good defense by Soda as Mariscal tried an inside pivot, picked up her back foot. Full court pressure by the Pirates. Comes into Parker. Ellie Wood into the forecourt. Wood across the top to Parker. Parker going to get a foul. Either Evans or Taylor. Called that on Hallie Taylor, and that's her third. Checking in will be the sophomore, Bentley Kundick. Ball comes into the backcourt to Courtney Grunning. Soda behind by 9, 19-10. Pass to Ellie Wood between the circles to Parker to Josie Tingy. 3-point shot by Grunning, banked it in. That's her second 3. Cuts the lead to 6. Lead pass comes down. Shot is up, no good. Rebound. Soda really flat-footed on the rebounds several times. West Side has had 3 or 4 attempts under their own basket. They call a jump ball, alternate possession, belongs to the Pirates. Anna Davis will check in for Jaden Parker. West Side ball along their own baseline. 3-point shot over the basket. Ellie Wood for Soda down with the rebound. Wood will push it into the forecourt, leave it for Kempe. Up top, Grunning has a 3-point shot blocked. Double team in the backcourt. Ball ripped away by Grunning. About 10 West Side refs wanted a foul on that one, and they're not going to like that as Courtney Grunning goes to the basket, and I think they called the foul on Reese Evans. And that's her second. Grunning, 8 points, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. She'll get a pair here. Shot is up. Dances on the front of the rim and drops in. Rosie Harris will check in for Maddie Kempe. Running one more, can cut the lead to 4. Shot up. Good. She's hit 4 in a row. Ball comes to Ward. Ward, left wing, over to Mumford. Mumford outside to Evans between the circles. Turned it right. See, foul as she just pancaked Rosie Harris. Nice position by Rosie. Second foul on Bentley Kundick. Parker, I think Rosie really took a shot that time. They're checking her out on the sideline. Parker will come in and replace her. Courtney Groening to inbound the ball for the Cards is fronted by Reese Evans. Comes into Parker. Parker drives it into the forecourt, gets a pick by Anna Davis. Groening reverses it back to the left side. Middle of the paint. Groening puts it up. That is kind of an off-balance shot. Reese Evans down with the rebound. 2:05 to go. Kundick, a beautiful pass underneath to Tess Ward. Ward has 7 points. Groening tried to put it up. Shot was blocked. No foul. I think they just say it was blocked out of bounds. Danny Franson will check in for Courtney Groening. Franson, 580s, 590s. Little bad pass. That's knocked out of bounds. Didn't get it past the outstretched hands of Miley Kundick, but Kundick knocks it out of bounds. Josie Tingy will inbound the ball. Comes into Jaden Parker. Parker backcourt to the forecourt. Drives to the baseline, and I think that was against Bentley Kundick. That would be her third. Yeah. That will put Jaden Parker 6-point lead. Shot up by Parker. No good. Should get one more. 21-15. 1:51 to go in the half. Second free throw rims out. Wood was tripped. Pancaked on the floor. Westside drives to the baseline. Think they're going to call a foul against Anna Davis. And that'd be 5 fouls, so that will put Westside in the bonus. And that'll put Miley Kundick at the free throw line. Shot is up too hard off the back of the rim. Pirates up by 6. Maddie Kempe checks in for Franson. Kundick, one more. Shot, good. She has 5 points. Ball comes into Ellie Wood. Across the half-court line over to Parker. Parker into the forecourt. We'll leave it for Ellie Wood. Wood drives on Evans. Cut off. Now she's in trouble. Gets it to Tingy. Tingy back to Wood. Almost taken away by Evans. Wood drives in. A little contact there. They let it go. Mumford into the forecourt. 22-15. Inside and traveling as Tess Ward crashes into either Tingy or Ellie Wood down there. Tingy will check out. Josie is a junior. Ellie Wood checks in with 1:10 to go. Westside leads 22-15. Oh, that's an offensive foul. Ellie Wood totally leaning in on that pick. So they'll call that a moving pick. Foul against Ellie. Ball goes to Westside. High post to Kundick. Kundick backs up, puts a shot up, and Anna Davis. 50 seconds. Davis into the forecourt to Harris. Harris on the wing to the elbow. Goes inside to Kempe and punts a shot. Kundick in the back court, and timeout. Elise Clark. 7-point lead for West Side. 56 seconds to go in the half. Courtney Groening will check in for Soda. Soda just a little off balance here in the first half. West Side is the aggressor, and they have earned the 7-point lead. 7-point lead and the basketball with 36 seconds to go in the half. Tess Ward gets the ball into Reese Evans, high post. Ooh, big foul there. They let that go. Rosie Harris is tied up. Possession should belong to Soda. Shot clock off, 27 seconds. Taylor Tingy into the game. Groening gets it into Harris, 25 seconds. Groening up the floor into the fourth court. Picked up by Reese Evans. Goes down the right side, drives to the basket, and Evans punches it away. 14 seconds to go in the half. West Side up by 7. Harris got to get the ball in, gets it into Anna Davis. 10 seconds. Davis bounce pass to Groening. Groening falls down. Harris comes up with the ball. 4 seconds. Groening outside, picked by Harris. Deep shot by Groening. Rims out. And the halftime score, West Side 22 and Soda 15. Give me a second. I'll add up the scoring for you. We'll be right back. Hang with me, just adding up the scoring. Okay, I think I got West Side. Let's add Soda up. Soda only 3 baskets from the floor. Okay, just about got Soda. Okay, let's take a look at it. Reese Evans, 1 point on 1 of 2 for the Pirates. 7 points for Tess Ward. She hit a 3 and 2 twos. Miley Kundick with 5 points, 2 twos, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and 9 points for Anna Mariscal, 3 twos and 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Bentley Kundick played, did not score. Hallie Taylor played, did not score. and Ansley Mumford played and did not score for the Pirates. Westside hit on 5 of 7 from the free throw line, committed 10 personal fouls. For Soda, Courtney Grunning hit 2 threes and was 4 of 6 from the free throw line for 10 points. Rosie Harris, 2 of 2 from the line for 2 points. Maddie Kempe hit a 2 and was 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Soda hit on 7 of 10 from the free throw line, committed 6 personal fouls. At the end of the first quarter, Westside led it by 2. It was 10-8. Second quarter, Pirates put up 12 points to Soda's 7, outscoring Soda by 5 in that second quarter for a 7-point lead here at halftime, 22-15. Let's take a look at the rest of the college. I think we got BYU covered. Boise State, they are 5 and 6 in the Mountain West, 13 and 9 on the season. They lost to Grand Canyon, the Antelopes, down in Phoenix, 86-69. Nevada Reno, the Wolfpack will be at Extra Mile Arena tonight. And then the Broncos will be in Albuquerque in the pit to face the Lobos on Saturday. I have done a few games in the pit. That is one of the, trying to search for a word here. It can get rowdy with the building. It just talks to you. I've been setting up in the pit by myself, and the building just whispers to you. It's a great building. In fact, I was the voice of the Pineview Panthers for over 20 years in St. George, and they have kind of a pit where you come in the upper deck and then you have to go down. And I called it the pit, having come from New Mexico. And then one day, Coach Christensen, he called me and he said, "How do you spell pit? 1 T or 2?" And I said, "Just one. Why?" And they had painted the pit on the Pineview floor. That was pretty cool. In the Mountain West, Utah State is number 1 at 9-2, tied with San Diego State, whom they just beat on Saturday. A great game with the Aggies and the Aztecs. Both teams are 9-2. Aggies are 18-3. Aztecs are 15-6. New Mexico Lobos 9-2, tied with Utah State and San Diego State. They are 18-4 on the season. Then it's the Nevada Wolfpack, 8-3, 16-6 overall. Grand Canyon Lopes, they are 7-3 in the Mountain West, 14-7 overall. UNLV Rebels, 5-5 in the Mountain West, 10-11 overall. And then Boise, they are number 8 in the Mountain West, 5-6, and 13-9 overall. Utah State, 9-2 in the Mountain West, 18-3. They had that win over San Diego State Saturday, come from behind, 71-66. Again, they'll be in the pit in Albuquerque tomorrow. Then they'll be at Wyoming at the AA Arena in Laramie to face the Cowboys. Idaho checks in at 5-4 in the Mountain West, 13-9 overall. Had a win over the Bears of Northern Colorado. I think it was in Greeley, 91-83, and then a win over Northern Arizona, the Lumberjacks, down in Flagstaff, 79-62. They'll be in Bozeman on Thursday to face the Montana State Bobcats. And then Saturday, they'll be in Missoula to face the Montana Grizz. Big Sky goes this way. Portland State, 9-1. Montana State and Montana, both 7-3. Idaho, 5-4. Weber State, 5-5. Sacramento State, the Hornets, 5-5. Eastern Washington Eagles are 6-6. Northern Colorado, 3-7. Idaho State, 3-7. And Northern Arizona is 2-8. Idaho State, 3-7 in the Big Sky, 10-13 on the season. They lost at Weber, 81-79. Lost at Portland State, 88-65. They'll be in Flagstaff, face the Lumberjacks of Northern Arizona on Thursday. When they'll be at Northern Colorado will be in Pocatello on Saturday. Weber State, they had a win over Idaho State. Close one, 81-79. Lost to Sac State, 104-90. And they'll have Northern Colorado in Ogden at the D Event Center on Thursday. Then Northern Arizona will be at the Purple Palace on Saturday. I've done a lot of games at Weber State. Just about ready for second half in the district tournament. Let's see, West Side is at Soda tonight, and Wendell is hosting Declo. A lot of tournament games going on. Pirate ball to begin the third quarter. Bentley Kundick gets it into Evans. Evans just threw the ball away. Looked like there was supposed to be a backdoor cut by Tess Ward. She didn't show up. Bounce pass comes into Parker. A little pressure in the backcourt. Parker works to the right side. Right angle up top to Kempe. Underneath, Anna Davis. Went through Davis's hands and out of bounds. It'll belong to West Side. A little ragged start by both teams. Pirates lead it by 7, 22-15 as we begin the third quarter. Outside, Miley Kundick. Kundick over to Ward. Ball taken away. Courtney Groning into the forecourt against Reese Evans. 3-point shot. That banks off the rim. And Bentley Kundick down with the rebound. Just a sophomore. Drives all the way to the basket. Nobody stepped in front of her. And she lays it in. No. Parker into the forecourt to Groning up top. Anna Davis. Over to Harris on the left angle. Parker swings out, right angle, beautiful lob, but it's ripped away by Miley Kundick. Anna Davis didn't really cinch that up. Nice pass by Parker. High post. Driving is Kundick. Lays it in with the left hand. Soda outscored 4-0 to start this third quarter. Groning down the left side, falls down. Parker comes up with the loose ball. Cross over to Kempe. Kempe drives and gonna get a push off by Anna Davis, I think. Oh, they show Ellie Wood. I don't think I would have called that way. I think I would have called it against Anna Davis. 26-15, Groningen steals the ball. Ooh, maybe a walk there. Goes to Anna Davis, back to Groningen, down to 6 minutes. Harris to Groningen. Groningen lost the handle. Gets it to Anna Davis. Parker outside. Wow, Soda just really does not look sharp. Parker drives in, missed the layup. I think the shot was intimidated by Kundick. Outside is Bentley Kundick. Drops the ball to Taylor, back to Kundick to Evans. High post. Kundick drives, lazy up and in. Oh, Soda. That is 9 points for Kundick. 28-15. Anna Davis drives on Kundick and draws the foul. 13-point lead for the Pirates. They've outscored Soda 6-0. That is the second foul on Miley Kundick. Anna Davis at the free throw line for Soda. She hasn't scored yet. Just a junior. Shot up and popped out. Mumford checks in. And Mariscal checks in. Kundick and Kundick. Bentley and Miley check out for the Pirates. Davis, second shot no good. Evans down with the rebound, lead pass to Taylor. Taylor drops it to Mariscal, shot blocked, shot up by Ward. They missed the first foul, called the second one. Foul went against Kempy. No, Anna Davis, and that's her second. Shot up and no good by Tess Ward. Should get one more. Davis and Kempy check out. Shot up and good. 8 points for Tess Ward. Into the fourth quarter is Ellie Wood to Parker. Parker, tough man defense. They're going to call the bump against Tess Ward. It's been aggressive defense all night by the Pirates. Refs have let them play, and Soda has not adjusted. Ball comes into the back court to Parker. The refs have been consistent. I don't really have a problem with the officiating. Ellie Wood drives off the left side and is fouled by Tess Ward. I always love it. West Side always brings about 10 officials with them. I always appreciate the help. Always. And that's the third foul on Tess Ward. Shot up by Ellie Wood is good. They even have more officials down in Dayton. Hard place to play a ball game. Ellie Wood for one more. That was just her first point. Free throw, rims out. Kundick with the ball through Groningen to the ground. Kundick off the foot of Reese Evans. You don't want to throw the ball down around a player's feet. Even a bounce pass, you want to get the bounce up around the waist. That went off Evans' foot. Parker outside. Courtney running, drives to the right side, hooks a pass to Kempy. Kempy cut off in the low blocks. Back outside, Ellie Wood in traffic to Kempy. Tingy, Parker, three-point shot, no good. And Reese Evans for the Pirates down with the rebound. Mumford into the fourth quarter. Goes to Kundick. Kundick right down bloody nose lane and lays it in. She has 11.6 in this quarter, and it is a 15-point lead, 31-16. Soda just has not looked sharp. And there's a bump by Ansley Mumford. And that's her second. Checking in, Anna Davis for the Cards. Checking out, Jaden Parker. Timeout, Soda. District games going on tonight. Melba is at Marcy. Nampa Christian is at New Plymouth. American Heritage at North Gem. American Falls at Bear Lake. Madison at Highland. Snake River is at Marsh Valley. Centuries at Preston. Canyon Ridge is at Rigby. Bonneville is at Shelley. And Idaho Falls is at Skyline. Of course, the Super Bowl is Sunday. Had some good semi-playoff games. And it'll be the Seahawks versus the Patriots at 4:30 on Sunday. I don't know how much pregame stuff there will be. Seahawks beat the Rams 31-27, and the Patriots in a snowstorm beat the Broncos 10-7. Shot up, no good. By Soda, Anna Davis down with the rebound. Grani, 3-point shot, got it. We're going to need a bunch of those. 13 points for Courtney Grani. Still, Anna Davis, Grani, 15 feet, that caroms on. Grani with the rebound, backs it out, goes to Anna Davis on the angle. Harris straight away. 2 steps goes, then Kundick down with the rebound. Grani steals the pass. Underneath Anna Davis. Fakes on Kundick and scores. Timeout, west side. Soda's cut it to 10. 31-21. They put up 6 real quick points there. But west side still leads it by 10. If you follow the Utah Jazz, they're typical. 15-35 on the season, lost to Toronto on Friday. The Raptors 109 and the Jazz 99. Today they've got 4 road games. Seems like they're on the road forever. They're at the Pacers today. Thursday, they'll be in Atlanta to face the Hawks. Saturday, at the Magic. Monday, they'll be in Miami to face the Heat. Their next home game will be Wednesday, February 11th, and it'll be Sacramento. The Kings will be at the Jazz. Time is back in. Soda ball, I think. No, west side ball. Full court pressure by Soda. 2:58 to go in the third. Ball comes into Evans. Up the floor to Mariscal. Underneath. Shot blocked by Tingy. Wow, that was nice. Allie Taylor right under the basket. Tingy blocks the shot. West side ball comes into Mariscal. Back over to Evans. Evans drives. Mumford. Inside Mariscal. Laid it up short. Ball knocked out of bounds. They say Mariscal knocked it out of bounds. Parker will check in for Ellie Wood. Sort of behind by 10. 2:41. Long pass. Anna Davis to Harris to Parker. Parker on the right angle. Working against Taylor. reverses it over to the right wing to Groney, straight away to Davis. Now Harris on the left angle. Parker bounce pass into Davis. Davis turns in, got her own rebound, put it back up, and Mariscal down with the rebound, taken away by Tingy. Courtney Groney. Harris three-point shot, that's no good, but Anna Davis down with the rebound. Harris drives in, laid it up short, and we're going to get a foul against Soda. Wow, where was this Soda team in the first half? Checking in, Bentley Kundick, and she'll check in for Ansley Mumford. Both sophomores. Ball will come into Evans. Mariscal, Westside has numbers. Scores and she fouled. 11 points. Anna Mariscal is just a junior. Now, foul is going to go against Harris, her second. And at the line with Mariscal, she is 3 for 3. Shot up, short, off the rim. Groney from Davis. Groney back to Davis, left wing to Harris. Harris straight away. Anna Davis drives down the right side. Here's Mariscal, scores and she's fouled. Mariscal, that's just her first foul. Anna Davis 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Kempe checks back in. Anna Davis, free throw is no good. Down with the rebound. Bentley Kundick, lovely pass. And Taylor scores and she's fouled. Foul is going to go against Maddie Kempe. 12-point lead for the Pirates. At the line, senior Hallie Taylor. Shot is up, too hard. Mariscal over the top is tied up by Wood. Possession should belong to Soda. Full court pressure by Westside. Soda 94 feet away. Westside. Ball is fronted by Reese Evans. Soda gets it into Wood. Wood into the forecourt. Minute 25. Now we got a foul away from the ball. Well, I think it's Bentley Kundick. That would be her fourth. Fifth foul on the west side. That'll put Anna Davis at the free throw line. She's 0 for 3 from the free throw line. And Davis sets. Right-handed shot. Got it. She'll get one more. Anna Davis, just a junior. She'll set for the second shot. Shot is up and good. 2 of 3 from the free throw line. 6 points for Anna Davis. Ball almost stolen by Harris. Westside gets it into the forecourt. It's Taylor. Drop it into Mariscal. She's a big kid. She takes up some space in there. High post. Goes to Kundick. Kundick grabs the left side and drops it in. Miley Kundick has 8 points just in this quarter. 13 on the night. 12-point lead for Westside. There's a bump, and that's by Brooke Aston. And that should put Anna Davis back at the free throw line. Groning and Franson set to check in. Davis at the line for two. Shot up too hard. Groning and Franson check in for Kempy and Parker. Davis, one more. Normally a great free throw shooter. Kind of struggled tonight. That one finds its way in. An 11-point lead for West Side. Taylor in the backcourt goes across to Aston. Stolen away by Wood. Browning steps behind the line and threw it up short. A 3-point shot. Ball was knocked out of bounds by West Side. Brooke Aston will check out. Tess Ward checks back in. Rosie Harris, bounce pass into Franson with the left hand drops it in. Where's a steal by Harris? Crossover to Davis, deep 3-point shot. That's no good. Grunning fights for the rebound. Harris 3-point shot that caroms off. Another fight for the rebound. Paul Jones, somebody's going to get hurt. Possession will belong to West Side. It's a 9-point lead for the Pirates, 37-28. 19 seconds to go in the third. West Side trying to get a district win on the road. Comes into Taylor. Wow, West Side has numbers. And the shot blocked, but a foul. Anna Mariscal will go to the free throw line. She's 2 of 3 from the line. That foul is going to go against Rosie Harris. 12 seconds to go in the third. Mariscal. She hits the first one. She's pushing 6 feet. And she's kind of a wide body. She really takes up some space down underneath the basket. She knows how to use her feet. She hits both free throws. And it's an 11-point lead. 8 seconds. Franson. 6 seconds. Franson. Wing to Wood. 1 second. Shoot it. You're not going to get the shot off. And at the end of 3 quarters, West Side leads it by 11. They put up 17 points in that quarter. Soda put up 13. So the third quarter score, West Side 39, Soda 28. Now, once again, we'll have to straighten the district stuff out. It's a little complicated because they use max preps and they have windows seated higher than Soda, even though Soda has a better record and has beaten Wendell. And so, if this score holds, I think Wendell might beat Declo. Just saying. You know, it would be Declo here on Thursday. I'll have to confirm that. And if Soda wins, we'll go to Malad on Thursday to face the #1 Dragons. Soda ball to begin the final quarter. Jaden Parker gets it into Courtney Groning. Cardinals behind by 11. We'll go over to Parker, up top to Anna Davis. Rosie Harris against Kundick. Courtney Groning around the arc. Pulls up on the right wing. Rosie Harris right down the middle. Lays it up, no good. Mariscal down with the rebound. Courtney Gronding comes up with a loose ball. Anna Davis on the right wing. Comes up top to Parker. Parker lost her dribble. Ball knocked out of bounds. And again, I really appreciate all the extra referees that I have. Ball comes into the fourth court. Parker pulls up, bad pass, knocked away by Hallie Taylor. Almost a minute gone in the final quarter. Soda ball along their own baseline. Rosie Harris comes into Parker in the low blocks. Back to Anna Davis. Back to Parker. Parker deep three. Caroms off. Davis with a lead drive, and it's either Kundick or Mariscal. Gonna be Kundick. That's her third. So Anna Davis, she shot a bunch of free throws, but she's only less than 50%. Shot up, and that one's no good. Davis has 7 points. She is 3 of 8. We'll get one more. Shot up, that one's good. 39-29, a 10-point lead. Double team comes across the back. Over to Taylor. Mariscal. Ball knocked away. Comes back to Taylor. Taylor outside to Evans. Evans against Groning. Inside to Mariscal. Mariscal turns, shoots, got her own rebound and drops it in. She has 15 points. Bounce pass, bad pass, went right through Harris, but Kempe comes up with it. Kempe falls down, and Kundick comes up with the ball. Lead pass is blocked by Parker, and sort of comes down with the rebound as Tess Ward put that shot up. Parker blocked it. Deep three, Bronning, that is short, missed everything. Harris tried to save it, but saved it back to Miley Kundick. Reaching in is Harris, good ball. And make it Groning, and the possession will belong to Soda with 2 minutes gone in the final quarter. 41-29. Reese Evans to inbound the ball. Ball comes up to Mariscal, underneath to Ward. Ward falls down. I think they're going to call a foul on Soda. Going to go against Groning. And that's her second. Pirate ball underneath their own basket. Ball comes into Mariscal and stolen by Ellie Wood. Ellie Wood back to Parker to Groning, still in the backcourt to the forecourt right angle. Wood. Look at her shot against Kundick. A lot of contact there. Time out. Matt Groning. And I think Matt kind of thinking the same thing I was. He's still chewing on one of the refs. Kind of like the boys' Declo game on Saturday. They have let them play West Side very aggressive. Not that I disagree with anything. It's just that Soda has not adjusted. Jeff Parker takes the team while Matt Groning chews on the ear of one of the officials. He's pretty hot. It's a 12-point lead by the Pirates, 41-29. Matt Groning calls timeout. See Hazley Mumford down there. Boy, could we use her. It's 3 years in a row that we've lost our post player. It was Walker the last 2 years. Parker in on the ball. 5:43 comes outside to Ellie Wood. Back to Parker. Parker will bring it up top. Still has the dribble against Taylor. Leaves it for Groning. Weave to Davis. To Parker. To Groning. Sticky. Defense. 2 seconds. Shot up. Missed everything. And that's a time clock violation. Good defense by Westside. Tap the top of the head. That means shot clock violation or illegal man downfield. Ball comes into Kundick. Kundick down the left side. Good job by Ellie Wood to cut Miley Kundick off. She had a layup. Ball kicked away by Wood. It's loose. Picked up by Mariscal and Courtney Grunin. Going to pick up her third foul. And it will be West Side ball straight away on the side. Taylor gets the ball into Mariscal to Evans. Evans to Kundick. Miley Kundick, 3-point shot. That's no good. Wood went up, lost it, ripped away. Mumford drive running and fouled from behind. Hits Wood. Put it up. I'm thinking that was Anna Davis. And that was her third. That is going to put Tess Ward at the free throw line. She's 1 of 2. Shot was up and good. He has 9 points. Kempe checks in, and Davis checks out. Shot is up and good. Tess Ward, a sophomore, has hit her last 3 in a row. 43-29, 4:40 to go in the ball game. Ball comes up top. Tingy. Kempe drives to the low blocks, cut off on the right side. Inside pass over the head of Josie Tingy. Goes out of bounds. Harris will check in for Parker. Full court pressure. Ball will come into Reese Evans. Up the floor to Mariscal. Pirates have numbers. Shot is up. No good. And the rebound comes down. And Mariscal, they're going to call a jump ball. Wow, Pingy really got hit in the face. And I think that's what Matt was talking about with the official. Possession will belong to Soda, behind by 14, 4:17 to go. Wood into the fourth court. Timeout, Matt Brunner, double team on Ellie Wood. 4:09 to go in the ball game. 43-29. Wow, Josie Tingy really took a shot in the face. Almost any team that we play is bigger than we are. It's been a few years since Soda has had any size, girls or boys. 14-point lead for West Side, 43-29. West Side not only taller than Soda, they are thicker. Nothing wrong with that. They're really aggressive. They've got some good athletes. Courtney Groning into the forecourt to Ellie Wood. Soda's got to make something happen starting right now. Ellie Wood drove down the left side of the paint. Looks like she had a layup and lost the ball. Went out of her hands, out of bounds. Mariscal lead pass to Kundig. Kundig, that pass goes back. Three-point shot by Wood. She banked it in. 46-29. Comes up to Harris. Across the Wood, back to Harris, straight away. Kempe on the left wing. Courtney Groning, a pick from Kempe. Groning back to Kempe, 3:30 to go. Harris straight away. Jaden Parker outside. Deep three by Groning off the rim. Rosie Harris, wow. Well, you missed that one. It's one of the... And we got a whistle, probably a reach by Courtney Groning. That'll be her fourth. Anna Davis will check in for Ellie Wood. Bentley Pundit will inbound the ball. To Mumford, back to Kundick, low blocks, Mariscal puts it up. Soda flat-footed on the rebound, taken out of there by Mumford. And the ball goes out of bounds. They say Soda knocked it out. West side ball along their own baseline, 46-29, 2:57 to go. Kundick gets the ball into Miley. Miley Kundick outside between the circles against Jaden Parker. Goes to Mumford. Bounce pass, low blocks. Marisol Kundick puts it up and she was fouled. That was Groning, that was 5. And she's walking towards the bench. Yep, Courtney. Gonna have to grab some pine for the last 2:44. And Miley Kundick will be at the free throw line. She's 1 of 2. That's 13 points. She is a tough player. First free throw is good. She'll get one more. Well, if this holds, and it looks like it will, second free throw no good, but Kundick knocks down Rosie Harris. And they called Kundick for the foul. That'd be her fourth. The west side traveling to Moab. Soda ball with 2:42 to go, behind by 18. Ball comes in to Parker. Parker will be picked up by Bentley Kundick. She is a tough player. Goes to Anna Davis. Davis up top to Rosie Harris. Gets a pick from Kempe over to Parker. Parker still outside on the angle. Down in the corner, Anna Davis. Cut off on the baseline. Back pass is picked off by Miley Kundick. She'll get it to Bentley Kundick with 2:10 to go. Ball comes outside. Kundick against Parker. Get it to Mumford. High post to Miley Kundick. Guarded by Franson. Ball outside. Excuse me. Anna Davis raked the ball away. 8 seconds on the shot clock. A minute 50 on the game clock. Taylor Tingy into the game. Taylor, a sophomore. Wow, what a fake. And a good job by Franson on the defense against Kundick. And Taylor comes down with a rebound. Minute 30. Outside Franson. Franson drives down the left side. puts a shot up against Campbell, who's checked in. Bentley Kundick will walk it into the fourth court. Almost looks like Soda's thrown in the towel. Comes outside to Kundick. Down in the low blocks to Campbell. Campbell turns, shoots. Wood down with the rebound. Bailey pushes it into the fourth court. Franson deep three. Splash! I really like Danny Franson. She can light it up. Looks like Hallie Osborne was going to check in. Hallie is a sophomore. 47-32, a 15-point lead for 58 seconds to go in the ball game. Evans into the forecourt against Tingy. Drops it at the high post. And the rebound comes down as both teams have cleared their benches. Taylor Tingy, 40 seconds to Franson. Franson, Tingy, three-point shot. Evans down with the rebound. Reese Evans pushes it into the fourth court against Wood. They'll leave it for Bentley Kundick. Down with the rebound. Taylor Tingy, 20 seconds. Franson drives the left side, puts it up, no good. Got her own rebound, put it up again, no good. And the ball went out of bounds with 11.3 seconds off from West Side. 47-32. Harris to inbound the ball outside to Taylor Tingy. Franson, 5 seconds. Shoot it, Danny. Danny straight away, 2 seconds. Taylor puts up the three-point shot, no good. And that's the final score. As the Pirates, they dominated from the opening tip. Soda only 4 points in that quarter. The Pirates put up 8. Both teams will shake hands at half court. Rough night for the Cardinals. Give me a second. I'll add up the scoring for you. West Side will move on in the winners bracket. And they will go down to Malad on Thursday. Soda, it just depends on whether it's Decla or Window. If it's Decla, we will host on Thursday. If it's Window, we will travel out to Wendell. I'll have to confirm that with Matt. We'll see if he comes up. I don't blame him if he stays in with the girls. A lot of stuff to talk about. And sometimes as a coach, you want to do it while it's fresh on your mind. Let me add up scoring. So hang with me. Good job by the Pirates. You can't fault them at all. They come in, they were the aggressor. I just don't think Soda ever adjusted. And without that post player, we don't have an inside game. And that hurt us. Okay, almost at West Side. Okay, I got West Side. Give me a second. I'll add up soda. Now, West Side, it was the second quarter. First quarter, West Side only 2 point difference. Wow, brain is not working. Might be a Freudian thing. Seemed like when I was adding up Anna Davis's free throws, it was algebra. A plus 14 minus B divided by C equals. I wasn't any good at algebra. Pretty good at general math. Not very good. Okay. Yeah, that soda's free throws. Wow.
Just your pen.
Tell me what's going on.
Well, uh, Declo beat Wendell tonight. So that puts Declo going over to Aberdeen. West Side go over to Milan. And Wendell and Soda Springs will match up for game 5 on Thursday.
How's that at Wendell?
That will be at Wendell because they were in the 3 spot. We were in the 4 spot. So it'll be at Wendell on Thursday, and that is a 7 p.m. tip-off.
And if we beat the Trojans, Saturday game, how does that work?
In the Saturday game, and that time is to be decided. So, well, I don't know where or time. All depends on who is still in it at that point.
All right, we sure appreciate you, Shawnee Thompson, the activities director, keeping us straight. And we appreciate everything you do. I know you do a lot more than what people recognize or see that you do. So,
Calling the games for us, and you have always done a great job for us, so we appreciate it. And just a shout out to Craig and Cheryl Rasmussen. They've been with us for 35 years taking tickets. They will be retiring at the end of this year. So big thank you to Craig and Cheryl. And if you can see them out in the community, tell them thank you.
I think they're older than I am, and that's really, really old.
Well, you know, they talk about dirt, but I think we're all younger than dirt, Blade.
Yeah. Well, we,
Appreciate you.
we appreciate you and of course Sherry Moulton. It's been a good season, and a lot of people they don't get to see how hard both of you. You're out there sweeping the floor, and people don't see that. And when you got your principal out there sweeping the floor, and of course you're the AD. How do you
across the way. She's over there blowing out the bleachers, and that's just the kind of person that she is. But I'm going to tell you guys, if you haven't come and had one of the cookies with ice cream treats, when those boys have their senior night, that is your night. Come and sell us out of everything we have in the concession stand. But those cookies and ice cream, that is a treat, and that is one of Miss Moulton's dialed in things that she's done for concessions. And come give it a try, because that'll be your opportunity. You know, we may host a basketball game for boys during districts too, but that one you're guaranteed. You know, come get a treat.
So the boys on Friday, senior night, they go out. They go out to Wendell tomorrow, and then they finish up with Aberdeen on Tuesday. And so the girls, um, it's a double elimination bracket, and so we're kind of against the wall right now. We can't lose, or we're done.
That is right, and it is a true double though, so we can still come around, and they take 2 to state, so the door is still open for us.
I know you wasn't expecting this, but I sure appreciate talking to you. Uh, you
And I come close, and he has this magnetic pole. So, anyways, thanks for tolerating my voice.
all right, we'll let you go, and thanks for setting up the brackets for me.
Yeah, thanks, Blade.
All right, Shawnee Thompson. Let me finish adding up soda. I have 12 attempted free throws. 12 of. I can't read my own writing. 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh man, it's because I scratched out a couple. Anna Davis. Davis put up 9, 19, 23, 12 of 23. That really still doesn't look like right. And 5, 10, 15, 18 fouls. So the Pirates committed 19 fouls, pretty even. Soda committed 18. So let me run the scoring for West Side. Reese Evans, 1 point on 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Mary Kundick, kind of quiet. She was the spark plug last time we played West Side. 2 points. She had a 2-point basket. Haley Taylor had a 2-point basket, was 0 for 1 from the free throw line. 13 points for Tess Ward. She had 2 threes, 2 twos, and was 3 of 4 from the free throw line. 14 points for Miley Kundick. I really like the Kundick girls. They are really just tough. Miley had 6 twos and was 2 of 4 from the free throw line. 15 points for Anna Mariscal. She had 5 twos and was 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Pirates hit on 12 of 17 from the free throw line, committed 19 personal fouls. For Soda, Jaden Parker didn't score tonight. Courtney Groning, 13. 10 of those in the first half. She hit, make it 14. She hit 3 threes. No, 13. I was right the first time. 3 threes and was 4 of 6 from the free throw line for Courtney Groning. Rosie Harris hit on 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 3 points for Maddie Kempe, all in the first quarter. She had a 2 and was 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Anna Davis with 8 points. I've had trouble adding up Anna. Most of her points came in the third quarter. She had 2 twos and was 4 of 8 from the free throw line. 1 point for Ellie Wood on 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and 5 points for Danny Franson. Now, Soda hit on, I got 12 or 23, but don't put that in the bank. And Soda committed 18 personal fouls. Coach Matt joins us, and I guess what came to my mind is almost like the boys' Declo game on Saturday. West Side came out, guns blazing. They were really aggressive, and they let them play. And I'm not sure we adjusted. That they kept us out of the paint. We really didn't get anything under the basket, and they chased us off the three-point line. And so a lot of credit to Coach Cox and West Side tonight. That sets us up with a game out in Wendell, I'm told. And Declo beat Wendell tonight. And because of the way they do it, Max Preps, Wendell was actually short 2 district games. They were 3-3 in the district. We were actually 5-3 in the district. So it looks like a trip out to Wendell, according to Coach Thompson. So give us your thoughts on how tonight went. I thought the kids just a little bit ragged, but you got to give a little credit to Westside.
Yeah, that was West. I think you hit the nail on the head. They come out guns a blazing, and we didn't match their intensity. It didn't match that defensively. We didn't match it with our press. They just wanted it more than we did. We got completely destroyed on the boards, and when your shots aren't going for you and you're giving them second and third chances, odds aren't going to be in your favor.
That kind of went on all night. They've got some big kids. Impressed with Miley Kundick tonight. She's not only tall, but she can drive you to the basket. And the Mariscal kid, she's a big kid. She took up some space tonight. We had a hard time defending her.
Yeah, we did, and just because we got down, we had to try a couple different defenses, and that put a couple of our players in not great situations, to guard them one-on-one. They did the best they could on it, but no, they were definitely the better team tonight for sure.
How do you set up the outside shots? It seemed like they chased us off the line really well tonight. Pick and rolls, they kind of cut those off. 3-point shots, they got in our face and chased us off the line. And again, it was aggressive. I really didn't have any issues. I know you kind of got hot on one of those calls. Um, and who was it? Tingy really took one in the face. How was Josie? And I didn't see the shot, but I saw her come off holding her face, and it looked like she really got popped.
Yeah, we had 2 players come to the bench tonight, bloodied up, so that'll tell you a little something on how it went. But we just didn't match their intensity. You talk about offensively not getting the shots that we needed to get. We didn't execute like we needed to execute. Didn't set our screens. We just panicked more than I thought we would. We had a couple girls that it's the first time in a. I told them in a timeout, even a halftime, they were acting like this was the district championship and the end of the world if things didn't go their way, and it's not the case. We live for another day here, and they put a lot of pressure on themselves and too much, and I guess that's probably on me. I try not to put pressure on them because this team they do a good enough job themselves of putting that type of pressure on themselves. So, it is what it is. It's not how we planned it, but sometimes things don't go how you plan them. If we could have planned it, we'd have been a different seed, and that's just not how it works. we'll play the hand we're dealt. And I told you, before the game, it's one game at a time right now, and that's all we do is just move on to the next game. We put this one behind us. We didn't play well. They played good. We didn't coach well. We didn't play well, and unfortunately, this time of year, you got to do those things. And end of the day, it all falls on me, Glade. I didn't do a good enough job to have us ready to win that game tonight. So we've got to get back to work. We get one day to kind of game plan for the next team and go play them. And you can do one of two things. You can let this game cost you the rest of the season, or you can let it be one loss and learn from it and just go keep advancing. And when we get that second seed, this game isn't going to matter to anybody what happened here.
Remember, Coach Ingersoll at American Fork, he would look at us and say, take your thumb out of your mouth. We've still got one more game. And so lay that out for us. We've beaten the Trojans, but that's going to be out there. We have to take the long trip. But Westside just showed road trip really doesn't matter in this conference.
No, it doesn't. And, we don't mind. Heck, you think we can shoot any worse than we did tonight on the road? So it's not that. We would much rather have it be a game here if we could, just have our home crowd and that. But again, we put ourselves in this situation. There's no sense complaining about it. We just got to go get the job done.
Tell us about Wendell. We basically have the same record. They didn't, and we have the head-to-head against the Trojans, but they come up with 3 losses. We had 3 losses. We played 2 more games than they did, and that's because of the travel and the way the conference is set up. And so as you face Wendell, and it's a winner stay alive kind of a game, how do you set up for that?
Just that. You go play your heart out, and you play like it is your last game of the year for those seniors, And so, again, there's not a whole lot you can do with one day in between, and they're in the same boat. They have to prep for us and with one day as well. So you just go and you that's why you've played all year, that you shouldn't have to do a lot of prepping. It's just a matter of us. We got to clean things up, and get our execution better. Our press didn't look good tonight. We're not rotating well, and so we might make a few changes there, but it's play with your hair on fire like it's your last game.
The press, when it works, it really works. Is that something that we want to set just coming out the gate, or do we have the rotation to keep that going all night? And I think we got some good picks, but it was late in the game. But the kids, when they execute that press, we get a lot of turnovers.
That's funny. Tonight it was either a turnover on our end of the floor or a layup at their end of the floor. It seemed like that's what I'm talking about with rotation wise. We got a little aggressive at times on it and gave up the easy shots. But again, when you're down double digits, I would have liked to not, press all second half. That wasn't in the game plan when I started the game, but we're down double digits. We've got to speed the game up and try and make a run. So really didn't have a choice but to keep pressing.
Now we were down 18 at one point. Made a little run of Adam, but as I looked at it, it almost just seemed like the kids were a little bit out of gas. And again, credit to the Pirate defense. They were in our face tonight, and we had a hard time adjusting.
Yep, we did, and that's my fault. I thought we had enough sets that we could handle that pressure, and we kind of just panicked a little bit and didn't handle it well. That's where our execution needs to come into play. When they're playing you that tight, you've really got to execute to get open on those, and we just didn't do it.
All right, we'll let you go. What do you do anything tomorrow, or you just kind of let let the kids just rest and just get ready that way for Wendell.
No, we'll come in and we'll do a walkthrough of game plan. I mean, we're not going to come in and run ladders and scrimmage and stuff like that. We'll come in, get some shots up, and talk game plan so that we're ready to go when that happens. But that's all we'll do.
All right, we'll let you go. Tough night. You can watch any film or just look towards Wendell.
No, this one's behind us. I mean, if we get to play him again, I will. But right now, it's time to go home and watch Wendell and figure that one out. We don't have a lot of time to get prepped there. So on to Wendell.
All right, boys are out there tomorrow. And so we'll be there Thursday. Good luck against the Lady Trojans. It's always, we got a tough conference. There's no doubt about it.
Yep, we do. Nothing comes easy, and we got our work cut out for us now. But we'll be up for the challenge.
All right, we'll let you go. Hopefully, maybe next Monday or Tuesday, we'll face Milan in a championship game. I know you would have liked to play them Thursday, but
Puts us out of any chance of going to the championship now, so we won't see them. This puts us out of any chance of that.
all right, we'll let you go. Get ready for Wendell. We, of course, can't go out and broadcast. Wish we could. I've been out there for football a long time ago. And I know it's a hike out to Wendell. So good luck out there. Face the Lady Trojans.
Thanks, Glade. Appreciate it.
All right, that's Coach Mack. The girls will go on and face Wendell on Thursday. Um, Decla will face Aberdeen, and Westside will play Malad. The boys will be in Wendell tomorrow. And then the boys will have their senior night here on Friday, and that will be against Malad. Boys will finish up on Tuesday at Aberdeen. That's going to do it here. Final score: Lady Pirates 47 and Soda 32. Blade Bullock for Owen Miller. Good night, everyone.